ain't never seen it like this. Look at me go. Hey, we about to blow. Act like you know. Hey, we on the road. Look at me go. Hey, bringing it home. We in the zone. Hey, 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 hey. Look at me go. Now you see me, now you don't. If you didn't know, now you know. No, perseverance, my cologne. You can see I got it on. Hold up, wait, stop. You can meet me at the top. I got the magic like a genie in a bottle, baby. I'ma give you what you want. Hold up, wait, stop. Sign my name on the dot, okay. Man, I'm coming in hot, okay. I gotta give it all I got. Yes, sir, I'm living the dream.
It was only opened in 2020, but quickly became one of the league's most recognizable venues. You're looking at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. To kick off, here's Ryan Stonehouse. And here we go from LA. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Herbert throwing right away. Forced out to his right. It's intercepted on the first play of the game. Jordan Brooks comes up with it. And the Dolphins are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Tua taken right to the air. And his game will begin with an incomplete pass.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Now Jalen Wright gets it for the first time. And he's brought down for a loss.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him add in a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you can just see the body language. A little nod, a little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
Extra defender in the secondary now for the Chargers. Third down coming. Tua now from the gun. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
That is a DB's best phrase, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that's going to get them on the scoreboard.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. On the carry, this is Najee Harris. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run in crossing that first down marker.
This is Harris on second down. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Herbert from the gun. Escapes the pocket.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing, and at least move them forward.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
No, it's not a running back, but it's a receiver carrying across the marker, Kate. I'm not even calling this a trick play anymore. It's about maximizing your resources and your asset, and this receiver shows you he can be a tool as a running back.
It's the first carry for the Auburn rookie. And they bring him down at the 25-yard line after surrendering some good yardage. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd and 3 now. Shotgun snap to Herbert. And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers pull ahead 6-3 in the first. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock.
All right, looks like they want another look at this one. The play going to be reviewed by our officials, making sure they got this one right. So the officials wanted the review, gave it a second look, and will keep their initial ruling.
Dicker tacks on the extra point. And the Chargers take a 4-point lead. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Opening carry for Devon Achane. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Herbert quick out wide, complete. It's a 21-yard gain. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Second down now, 7 to go. Slot receiver headed left. This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the carry, though. It's 3rd and 7 now.
You know, when receivers have room to operate, that's a play that can totally gash a defense. But, Kate, when you get down here in the red zone, it becomes so much tougher because you have a whole lot less space. And, in fact, you'll see defenses swarm like that one just did.
Has it down close. It's an LA touchdown. To rock this offense, looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Dicker on now for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chargers drive their lead to 11. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. He's finds Smith. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead, did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up. So now on to punch. Somebody whose excellent football adventure began growing in San Dimas. It's Ryan Stonehouse. Calls fair catch and has it inside the 40-yard line. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And the Chargers take possession. First down now. Ball at the 39-yard line. Working from the gun here. It's Herbert. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Some guys, you just have to account for them, especially middle linebackers. I remember Ray Lewis, Brian Urlacher, it just felt like their presence took up the entire field. And this linebacker today, well, he had the interception earlier, a sack right now. You've got to start figuring out a plan for him, or he will take over this game.
Another try following the sack. Makes the grab and bounds left side. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Whiteout's getting involved in the ground game. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Hey, don't get me wrong, Kate. Every defensive guy, they watch tape in their own ways. But linebackers, well, they're a little bit like quarterbacks. They got to develop that sixth sense by watching that tape so they can diagnose and get home in a hurry like he just did.
Here we go, second and very long. Finds a seam down the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19.
Every offense in the league today, they want a couple of guys on the roster capable of doing this. Players who can line up a receiver, running back, and make plays from both spots. It's where the NFL's been heading for years, and what a great example on that play.
Now an inside handoff to Harris. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. A 1-yard gain on the play, and the Chargers will have a first.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. Some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
First and 10, Herbert. Has him on the quick hitter. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. So before they can set up for another play, we've hit the end of the first quarter. It's a 2-score game early. We're back to SoFi right after this. Chargers ball as we get back for the second, and they are thinking points. He's got the hook up to Watkins. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have first and goal to figure out.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
They send a receiver in motion right. Touchdown, Los Angeles! Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they've paid the price over and over and over again.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. Trying to connect to a Tyreek Hill there. So that brings up second down.
The ability to track the ball, right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. The ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge gain.
And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going. And you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Tua off the play fake. Skips it short of his man. That brings up fourth down.
So many coaches love third downs and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game or already out of hand, coaches know you got to execute, convert on these third downs.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on fourth. Here's Tagovailoa again. Connecting on the slant. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. First down, here's Tua. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball. This is caught inside the 15.
and he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown.
Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
All right, Brock, they win empty. We all expected a pass was coming, and they do indeed go to the air and connect on that strike for 2.
Yeah, once you empty that backfield, it does certainly, Kate, alert that defense to pass. And then it comes down to disguise. It comes down to timing, especially on a 2-point with everything condensed. Well done by that offense to go get 2.
First and 10 now from the 30. Herbert back to throw. He beams one deep right side. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection. Couldn't make the connection, was looking for Lad McConkey. And it's going to be second down.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Back to the air, Herbert. Nearly intercepted. Ooh, he almost had it. Couldn't bring it in. Incomplete. That brings up third down.
That's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage waiting for it. They were thinking interception for a second. And incompletion is still pretty good, too.
On third down, Herbert. This will be caught by Watkins. And he'll go down, it will say right at the 39-yard line. On fourth down, they snap it to Herbert. And they won't do it, so that falls incomplete on fourth down.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Right, running out of the gun. And all that for a single yard. What an effort to get what he could there. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be second and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Here we go, second and 9. Short pass brought in. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. Chance to move the chains here on third and 4. Tua now from the gun. Able to find Achane. Dives for the pylon, and that's a touchdown. The Dolphins reduce the lead to just 4. Devon Achane with the touchdown. Jason Sanders to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Dolphins cut it to a field goal game.
Dolphins 18.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to give them a drive starting at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. On the play fake, it's Herbert. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Dolphins will take over as he records his first interception of our season. So it's been a bit of a mixed bag for him, partner. He does have the 3 touchdowns in this game, but also now a couple of interceptions.
You almost feel like, Kate, he's seeing most of the picture on how to attack this defense, but just not quite all of it yet. It's largely been good, as he said. Some nice touchdowns as well. But there's still a couple of these looks in coverage that are giving him problems, and he's got to figure that picture out.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. A-Chan, a first down carry. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Finds his man, Waddle. And he nearly gets to the 25 before going out. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll be first down, Miami. Here's Tua. Complete right side to Washington. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
It's another first down mistake. He's intercepted again. Benjamin St. Juste picks it off. Now that right there, that is rising to the occasion in the red zone, partner. Could have saved 3 points there, maybe twice that with that interception.
You know, these defenders, they're willing to bend and bend. These offenses are so good in this league, and they know how critical the red zone is. And when you get an interception like that, you just break. You break the will of that offense and the confidence, and those are big time. You're right. Put some points on the board for that defense with that effort.
Hauled in left side. Still going through the 25. A pickup there of 33 yards. And it brings up an LA first down.
I think every quarterback around the world would agree, Kate. You love throwing a short pass to a tight end and then give that guy a chance to show off his speed in the open field. He outruns defense to make it a much bigger gain.
He's found some space as he crosses the 45. Makes the 15. To the house. Touchdown, LA. The Chargers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Ladd McConkey with a touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Dicker's extra point is up and good. And the Chargers make it a 10-point ball game. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And they crush him right near the marker. It looks close, but yeah, Brock, I think he safely got that first down before the hit. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Putting a receiver in motion. Oh, look at this. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And
he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. Adds just a little more variety to your playbook. Makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
2nd down carry for Achane. And he's going to get him up to the midfield stripe with that run. Give him 5 yards to bring up a manageable 3rd and 1. We're at the 2-minute warning now from SoFi. The Dolphins in need of some points before the break. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. Achane again. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. They motion Waddle over left. And they make the tackle at the 38. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's going to give the Dolphins a 1st down.
It just feels like any time this guy touches the ball, it's a big play waiting to happen. He could be lined up wide, or when they use him as a runner. If someone doesn't get a hand on him quick, he's gone.
Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Going to be 2nd down.
Tried to mix in a little wide receiver carry and catch this defense on its heels. We've seen it work time and again, and it almost got there. Without that tackle, we could have seen a big gainer. To give some credit to the defense where credit is due.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Here's Tua again. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep. Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. He's throwing deep to the left side. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Quick throw left side complete. And that's a Los Angeles touchdown. He hung in there as long as he could. A lot of quarterbacks would have bailed out. And it was what you talk about, Brock, that courage that kept the chant for the touchdown alive.
Yeah, that touchdown's going to show up on his stat sheet making the catch or the quarterback stat sheet for making the throw, but Hey, can we put some touchdowns up there for the big boys up front? It was their blocking and buying the time for that play that led to the score.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They've got blackjack on the clock. Not a ton of time to use before halftime. Off the play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. He's on the move. He just throws this one away.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces throwaway.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Throwing again. Here's Tua. And that one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No connection on the last play, and out third down. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Again, it's Tagovailoa. That's Hill on the slant. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Jason Sanders leading the Dolphins field goal unit out. From the right hash, this is going to be a 51-yarder. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Here's Tagovailoa. And he can't escape. They drop him to the turf. Got a flag down, though, from early indications. I think this might be on the offense. They're set up at the 35 now. First down, here's Tua. He's got time. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Offense up to the line fast. Running back sent in motion. Another try following the sack. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Tagovailoa facing third and long. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Hey, look, in the right situation, you catch a team off guard. This could be a tremendous play for some big yards. But in the wrong situation, you get hit in the mouth right behind the line of scrimmage.
Second half begins with a run by Achane. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Brought down on the effort by Derwin James. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
Running left, here's Achane. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They push it forward for a yard, and that brings up 3rd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door, bigger gap in the future.
It's 3rd and 8, need to get a chunk here. Switching it up here, Tagovailoa to throw. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. We send a man in motion. Tagovailoa to throw on 4th down. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Herbert from the gun. Fits it through the middle. Into the red zone. He makes it in for the Los Angeles touchdown. Chargers push their lead further to start the half. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure is taking advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, more than likely for more games to come.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 40-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. Tua now from the gun. Hauled in by Waddle. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Tua off the play fake. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. They pick up 20 yards there. And it'll be 1st down, Miami.
It's a gain of 20. And the Dolphins 1st down.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
This wide receiver run game, what it really does, Kate, is it tests the soundness of your defense. How assignment sound are you? Well, that was an excellent example of this defense doing its work on the practice field and, more importantly, put into execution on the game field.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Can't connect over the middle, it's incomplete.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Tua setting up to throw. Oh no, they get him yet again! And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for...
Innovative energy is contagious. Pick up the paces, one for the ages. Ain't no debating, we gonna make it. Hey, hey, back to the basics. Dedicated, breaking out of the matrix. Levitated, flying higher than spaceships. Elevated, celebrated. Woo, woo. I got the power. Woo, woo. I got the power. Hey, hey, you ain't never seen it like this. You ain't never seen it like this. You ain't never seen it like this. Look at me go. you talking about?